In this presentation, I will look at particular features of Bristol accent, also known as Bristolian. I will focus on analyzing the specific pronunciation of two sounds, and then I will present examples of Bristol dialect. To start with, it's a good idea to have some information about the city itself. Bristol is located in the southwest part of England, and the variety of English spoken there is called West Country English. Historically, Bristol was mainly an industrial area with prevalent working class. Bristol accent remained rhotic, unlike received pronunciation, which became non-rhotic in the beginning of the 19th century. Let us take a closer look at what this means and talk about a feature that contributes to Bristol accent being rhotic. As some of us know, rhoticity means that every letter R included in a word is pronounced. Therefore, in Bristolian, we also have post-vocalic alveolar approximant. This sound is pronounced by putting the tip of the tongue near the roof of the mouth. It occurs after a vowel and is not followed by another vowel. So in the words like beer, fur, or poor, the R is included in the pronunciation as post-vocalic alveolar approximant, while in the received pronunciation is not. Now let's listen to the recording of the Bristol citizen presenting the variety of English they speak.
I live in Longwood Green now. I work at all over the place, all over the country. And the best thing about where I live is the people. Bristol is a vibrant, great city to live in.
In the recording, we could hear the specific pronunciation of particular words. Let us examine the differences between Bristol accent and the received pronunciation. In the first pair, we see the word work. In the received pronunciation, there is only open mid-central unrounded vowel.
Work.
And in Bristolian, we could hear open mid-back rounded vowel and also post-vocalic alveolar approximant. Similarly with the word over. In received pronunciation, we can hear the mid-central vowel.
Over.
While in Bristol accent, there was mid-central vowel and post-vocalic alveolar approximant. Another distinctive feature of the Bristol accent are diphthongs. They tend to be wider, so their articulation is slightly different. It means that the start and the end points of the represented vowel are more widely separated. The difference can be noticed mainly in the words that include diphthong sounds, such as A as in bay or O as in boat. On the left-hand side of the presentation, we can see the diphthongs in the received pronunciation and their equivalents in Bristol accent. Let's listen to how those words are pronounced.
Bay, boat, boat.
We can notice that Bristol vowels are slightly longer than those we can hear in the received pronunciation. The next three examples will show us another feature of diphthongs. In the received pronunciation, we could hear only mid-central vowel in the end. But in Bristolian pronunciation, there is no mid-central vowel, and instead, we hear the post-vocalic alveolar approximant. Bristol also has some specific features regarding its dialect. Speakers of this accent tend to add the word to when speaking about the location. So, for example, standard questions such as where is it would be where is that to? The structure of the sentences can also vary. Instead of differentiating tensed verbs like was and were, Bristol citizens use one form for every personal pronoun. So they would say, we was in this place yesterday. What is also common is raising the intonation in the sentences, so they sound like questions, even if they are affirmative sentences. There are also specific expressions about speakers of Bristol accent use. For example, they would simply say laters instead of see you later. What is also interesting, the phrase see you in a bit, even though commonly known across the whole country, is typical for Bristol areas. Thank you for listening to this presentation.